Okay, we continue. Optional discussion: the relationship of the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament is the first 39 books in most Christian Bible. Okay, the word in most Christian Bibles. Okay, because there are some Catholics Bibles, they are more than 39. Okay, they Wisdom of Solomon's one of those, and I do not know if I have it. I had it before same way, and I did not install. I remove it already. Okay, when I have time, I install here, and you can see. And then on the list over here, you see all the books of other, uh, you know, uh, groups like Catholic. So, but us, we believe in 39 books only in the Old Testament. The name stands for the original promise of God. Okay, that's the Old Testament, Old Testament, Old contract, and to descendants of Abraham in particular, and prior to the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ in the New Testament. The Old Testament contains the creation of the universe, the history of the patriarchs, the exodus from Egypt, the formations of the Israelite and as a nation, and the subsequent decline from and the fall of the nation. Okay, and the fall of man, the fall of nations, the falls of the government in this world, and the prophets who spoke to God, the wisdom's books. What are those wisdom's books? Uh, the book of Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes. Okay, those considered as wisdom book, Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. Okay, while in the New Testament, those scriptures was fulfilled in the uh, persons of Jesus Christ, who was the Sons of God and the promised Messiah in the Old Testament mentioned first in Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. Not mentions his pre-existence in chapter 1, verse 26, when God said, let us make man in our image. Okay, and then you can do this over here. This is your homework already. It's very easy. Okay, and then week 2, the genealogy of Jesus in Matthew chapter 1 and Luke chapter 3. In Matthew chapter 1, Matthew's genealogy, starting in the line of Joseph, the physical force father. Okay, it's not the real father, but like adopted father of Jesus on the earth. And Matthew's chapter 1, verses 1 to 17 included 31 names. And from Abraham to Joseph and David to Solomon. It is remarkable because it contains 4 women with questionable background. Tama, okay, was an ex-harlot, and actually, you read that one in Matthew chapter 1, okay, Matthew chapter 1, and here, verse 3, Tama, or in Vietnamese English, Tama, okay, and in the Old Testament, that is Tama, letter T, okay, Tama ba? Tama, okay. And uh, this woman, we know that is actually she is the daughter-in-law of Judah. Okay, but uh, you know, their the son of Judah died with no children. So Tama, for their traditional, she went to another one, and another one is, also die because she, during the time of conceptions, he spilled it out, and the Lord killed him. And then Tama waited for another one, and but another one is grown on up already. But Judah did not give him to her as husband. So Tama is the one who pretend herself as a harlot, and you know, and this story is really for us to understand. Even me, up to this time, it's really hard to understand their customs. The daughter-in-law is lying with the father, you know. Yet Jesus was born in that lineage, in that lineage. Okay, so and yet, here is mentioned that Judas begat Phares and Tamar of Tamar. Okay, and they will not mention here in verse 1. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac begat Jacob, and Jacob begat Judas and his brethren. He did not say that Abraham begat Isaac of Sarah. Isaac begat Jacob of what's that? Uh, the wife of Isaac, si Rebecca. No, did not mention the wife over here. Okay, but why over here is mentioned the mother, Tama, and she's a good background, clean background. She was an ex-harlot. She was a daughter-in-law of Judah, but yet it's mentioned here. Okay, so it's really a questionable. What do you think? Why God say Tama, the name of Tama in the genealogy of Jesus? À, Judah bởi Tama sanh ra Phare và Sarah. Ok. Thế thì tại sao chỗ này Abraham sanh ra Isaac? Tại sao nó là Abraham bởi Sarah sanh Isaac? Isaac bởi Rebecca sanh Jacob. Những người Sarah là những người Sarah is clean, it's like modest of all Christians women. Sarah giống như là người mẫu hình của những người tin Chúa, mà lại không được thêm vào trong không được đề cập tới trong cái genealogy of Jesus. Nhưng mà Thama là con dâu của Chúa ta lại được đề cập tới trong cái genealogy of Jesus. So what is the purpose of God, and God include Tama here? Okay, so now that's your homework. Whatsoever you're thinking, give me an answer, of course, with biblical supports. Okay, if you can. That's homework again. Okay, now the second person is Rahab. Okay, Rahab is the time that uh, you know Joshua sent the two spies into Jericho. Rahab is a was a harlot who feared God. Okay, and uh, you know the story. Okay, and if you do not know story, okay, let's say this is assignment na. Okay, assignment again. Yes, tell me the story of Rahab. Okay, list down. Tell me the story of Rahab. Okay, this is very easy assignment. And another one, Ruth. Ruth, we all know the story because the whole book will mentions about her, and and she was not an Israelite. She was not. And before she got married, before she follow, she married to an Israelite, she was a former pagan. Follow their father and mother worship idols. And why God chose Ruth to become the mother, the was that one of the ancestor of Jesus. And Ruth, Boaz, is not the first husband of Ruth. Boaz is the second husband of Ruth, not the first husband. The family is like that, but yet God chose and mentioned the name of Ruth in Matthew chapter 1 here. Okay, Bo, okay, in Vietnamese Bo, in English Boa, Boz, okay. And someone begets Boaz, and Boaz beget Obed of Ruth again. Boaz of Ruth. Mention the name. Why another person that did not mentions the woman, the husband, only over here? Why? Why Obed of Ruth? Ah, see that? So why Ruth is mentioned over here? And another one, the worst, the worst of all, is Bathsheba, a former adulteress, not only a former adulteress, but she is sleeping with her enemies. Bathsheba sleeping with David. And who is David? The killer, the one who killed her own husband, Uri. Right? Right. Bathsheba ăn nằm với một người khác, người không phải là chồng mình, đẻ ra con. Và đứa con đó lại được Đức Chúa Trời chấp nhận làm trong cái genealogy of Jesus Christ. Mà cái người đó, người mà Bathsheba nằm làm vợ tiếp theo đó chính là David. Mà David là ai? Là kẻ đã giết chồng của bà. Vậy người mà ăn nằm với kẻ thù, kẻ mà đã giết chồng của mình, sinh ra con, mà con lại được Đức Chúa Trời chấp nhận để làm cái genealogy of Jesus Christ. Thế thì why? My questions to you. Why? And look at this one. Does God forget Uri's? No. Đức Chúa Trời có quên chồng trước của bà Bathsheba không? Đây nè. David the king begat Solomon of her that had been wife of Urias. Trong tiếng Việt. Jesse son vua David. Đây vua David bởi vợ của Uri. Son Solomon. Cái câu này mới mệt. Bởi vợ của Uri. David bởi vợ của Uri. Son Solomon. David has a lot of wives. David có rất nhiều vợ. Why God did not choose one that is better background? Okay. The daughter of Saul. Can be. Why? God chose a person. Bathsheba is not mentioned here. Her name is not mentioned. David by Bathsheba, born Solomon? No. The Bible did not write that David by Bathsheba. David bởi Bathsheba mà sanh Solomon. Không, chúng ta không nói vậy. Giống như bà Ruth, bà like Ruth, Bathsheba, Ruth and Tamar. He did not mention the name of Bathsheba. It's mentioned only the wife of Uri, right? Here. David, the king, begat Solomon of her that has been wife of Urias. It did not say that David, the king, begat Solomon of Bathsheba. No. Of her, of Urias. Now, when you see this one is italic in yin, okay, in your Bible, if it's italic in yin, means it's not in the Bible, in original version, in the Greek version, original version, it's not there. It's only added so that we will understand. Cái phần in nhiên này được thêm vào cho chúng ta hiểu thôi. Chứ trong cái kinh thánh gốc nó không có. Vậy thì nếu mà chị đọc thế này là Solomon of her, who is that her of Urias. Okay, so wow, wow. That's why it says here a questionable background. Your assignment, tell me why. Why God include these four women in the genealogy of Jesus. Next one. Matthew's gospel appends with his genealogy, which trace Jesus' legal and ancestral lineage through the parental line, the line of Joseph, and was customary to the Jews, although Joseph was not Jesus' biological father, because Jesus was conceived by the Holy Ghost. He, Joseph, was a legal father, since God has promised that the Messiah would be a descendant of Abraham, blah, 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 a lot here. And David, Matthew traces Jesus' legal lineage back to these two men, David and Abraham, in order to demonstrate for the Jews that Jesus had proper and legitimate genealogy. Okay? And on Matthew, research on why he was the right man chosen by God to write Christ's genealogy along with Luke, who is a doctor. Luke genealogy, the line of, okay, so when I read this one, my mind is talking, I'm thinking about the visa of one of the missionaries here. So I did not focus. Sorry for that. Many times I do not know, but I think you answer the same. Sometimes we read over here, we did the lessons, and our mind is thinking about other works. Okay, I'm thinking about the visa of missionary nations. So you pray also for the visas of missionary nation. Okay, Uñaras. Okay, so he's a missionary to Vietnam. We are helping him, his wife, and his daughter for visa. So pray for them. So Luke, opposite with Matthew. Matthew is the tax collector, and Luke is the doctor. So Luke genealogy of the line of Mary, the mother of Jesus. Okay, from Adam, David, Nathan instead of Solomon. Okay, okay. So in Matthew, from Adam to David and to Solomon and to Joseph. While Luke, from Adam to David to Nathan, okay, and then to Mary. Okay. Look, genealogies is a biological line of the Lord. Okay. The physical world where Jesus lived. He was a carpenter's son. Mark chapter 3, 6 verse 3. Joseph, his work is a carpenter, người thợ mộc. Okay. And from a poor family. Okay. And under Roman rule. Okay. So, well, if I give you assignment, there's more assignment of this. Okay. So proof that Jesus come from a poor family. Yan, assignment yan. Okay. Can you find Bible verses to prove that Jesus come from a poor family? He was a carpenter's son. There's a proof here, Bible verse. He's from a poor family. Okay, Bible verse. Come on, assignment. Under Roman rule. Okay, a lot of Bible verse. Herod is the one who judge and the Lord and blah blah a lot. So no need. Religious status very compromised and corrupted through twisted and added teaching of the Jewish Pharisees. Okay. So cái tôn giáo, những cái tôn giáo mà thời Chúa Giêsu sinh ra nó lẫn lộn rồi, nó cui bằng hết. Từ cái luật của Mô-se là những người Pharisee, Sadducee họ chia phái ra là về cái luật của Mô-se, rồi ông Greg cũng đem những cái luật, những cái sách đem religion vào, những người Greg vào, rồi những người Roman đem vào, rồi họ làm corrupt, okay, corrupt and twist and add, okay, so it's very complicated. Now political world, cái chính trị mà thời Chúa Giêsu sống, okay, which Jesus lived in. Political divisions of the land, okay, dựa theo cái the land, dựa theo đất thì có những vùng, có những người như thế này, đó là Galileans, Herodians, Levites, Samaritans, Zealots. Okay. Now, bây giờ homework, research on these groups. Example, you type Bible study Herodians in Jesus days. Okay, so how? I teach you. Open Google. Okay. Rồi, bây giờ mình có bao nhiêu groups đây? Politicals. Galileans, Herodians, Levites, Samaritans, and Zealous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So bây giờ lấy ví dụ như là Zealous. Bible study. Zealous groups. Zealous in Jesus time, hoặc là Jesus day cũng được. Rồi, who was zealous in the Bibles? Okay, there. The zealous. Okay, there a lot. And now we start to read. Okay, the zealous represent the principle or policy that blah 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 blah. Please read this. Okay, and then give summarize. Do not copy paste, okay? Do not do like this. Copy and then open Word file, and then paste. Oh, where's that? Paste. Where? Do not copy. And then come here and then paste. And then submit to me. Now, okay, you have to read it and summarize. Okay, summarize. New Bạn có thể làm bằng tiếng Anh tốt, nếu không làm bằng tiếng Việt, no problems. Okay, you can summarize by your understanding in Vietnamese. Nếu bạn hiểu thì để tắt bằng tiếng Anh. Nếu mà không có khả năng viết bằng tiếng Anh thì viết bằng tiếng Việt. Okay, you can summarize in English and Vietnamese. Okay, all my homeworks you can answer in English or in Vietnamese. Okay, it's up to you. But do not copy paste. Okay, so and then next person, who's this person? Where? The Samaritans. Okay, who are the Samaritans? Okay, Bible study. Samaritans in Jesus time. There. Okay, hope from the history of a haters people. Bible study tools. Bible study tools.com. Okay, where is it? Here in the story of good Samaritans. Okay, and blah blah blah. Sign in here. Can we allow ads? Okay. Okay, so I blocked this one because of my ad, so never mind. I don't like it. A lot of advertising. Okay, like that. And you do for Zealous, Levi's, Herodians, Galileans. Okay, please do your assignment. 3 people who held influence in Palestine in Jesus' time. Who are those? The chief priests, the elders, and the scribe. Research. Okay. Who are the chief priests? Who is the chief priest during Jesus' time? Who are the elders in Jesus' time? Research like this. Bible study, chief, priest, elders in Jesus' time. Who were the elders? Okay, elders among the chief priests. Okay, the one that Judas came to, and Judas Iscariot came to them and betrayed Jesus. So who are they? Okay, Bible Study .org. Okay, organization org. Okay, and then you read, and then that's it. Do a research. Wow, this subject has a lot of assignment. Next one, summary the world powers. Okay, Greeks and Romans. Okay, in the time of Jesus, Europe is Greeks and Romans. Greek and Roman did not touch China. Okay, so it's nothing. Has no any influence to the Vietnamese. Okay, so Romans and Greeks. Under the Roman rules, research of the style of ruling. Okay, the style of ruling under Romans rule in Jesus' time. The style of ruling of Romans ruling in Jesus' time. Close all the tabs. Romans Empire during the time of Jesus, background. Okay, and then Rome and Jerusalem, historical context of Jesus. Okay, there. So 20 minutes read. Wow. 20 minutes. And summarize. Wow, a lot of homework. Okay, you just summarize what is that all about. And then uh, religious people in Jesus' days: Pharisees, Sadducees, Sanhedrin, scribes, ancients. Okay. Pharisee, what do they believe? Sadducee, what do they believe? Sanhedrin, okay. Jesus was brought into the Sanhedrin to judge. Okay. So Bible study, Sanhedrin in Jesus' day. You type that one. The San, what's that? Sanhedrin during Jesus' time. Okay, what was the Sanhedrin here? Blue letters Bible, okay. Crosswalk, okay. Here, Bible study, okay. There, okay. That's enough. Hey, advertising again. I had the app that block on the advertising. That's why, what is it? Here. Ad blocks, okay? Ad block also. So that's why they cannot show the ad. That's why I lock it, okay? This one cannot refresh. Okay, my internet has problem. Hello? Okay. I'm recording online through Google Meeting because if internet has problem, I cannot record. Cannot. Okay, so I have internet problem already. So you just continue to. So these are the assignments. Okay, a lot of assignments, and I hope you do it well. Okay, that's all for today.